perfect. All right, steal away one more time. Mark?
Yep, gotcha.
Eyes on me, please.
And try to sing.
Thanks for coming, Patrick.
Steal away, steal away, steal away to Jesus. My heroin addiction took everything from me, and I came in here a broken person. I had no hope, homeless, really at a rock bottom. During Hurricane Sandy, I was living on the streets, using. I'd been kicked out of my house for stealing from my family. It was like a war zone. The subways were overflowing. The power was out below 40th Street, and I called just to check on my family, and my dad told me that my brother had passed. He bought some drugs on the street that killed him. So that really kind of spiraled me into more use. Just the past years have been kind of a blur.
The biggest thing I was trying to self-medicate was shame. And I drank myself to sleep every night. My first day here, I had neon pink hair, and I was the color of snow. I came in maybe about 20 pounds lighter than I am right now, just incredibly malnourished and terrified.
In 2013, I lost my girlfriend. I found her dead on the floor. What happened was after that, I started getting into pills. And I was looking at it as like I was cursed. Nothing's ever gonna go right. The last 3 years have been a living hell. Started shooting heroin. Something I thought I would never, ever do.
St. Christopher's Inn is a temporary homeless shelter that provides substance use disorder treatment. We care for adult males, age 18 and above, regardless of their ability to pay. Every single man has a story. Our clients come to us in many different ways. First and foremost, we have a strong following through our alumni, so word of mouth is a big thing for us. And sometimes they just show up. They just drive here on their own and said, I've heard about you, and they've walked in and says, please take me. And we take them.
I was filled with rage, anger. I didn't want to be here. Again, I'm going to get institutionalized, and I should have been asked to leave the second day I was here. My whole life, I drank and drugged to get away from the way I was feeling, but I did not know what caused me to feel that way. Here, I got to find out who I was, and I'm not a bad guy.
It's a unique experience for the men because it helps them to understand that this isn't just another rehab center. They're our guest in our home, and that's an important part of it because the friars live with the men. We're on the top floor, and they see us all day long coming in and out of the house and doing the ministries that we do.
A lot of people come in here, they get put off when they hear about the friars, the atonement here, and they're a little bit skeptical about coming here. They think it's a religious program, but it's more about spirituality.
Some of them are Catholic and have a faith community background within the Christian church. We also have Muslims and Jews. We also recognize that we have atheists and agnostics, people who are searching.
We don't convert anybody to our way of thinking or believing, but we try to promote that spirituality of the program, which is basically to wake up to your own goodness again and to rediscover yourself, that you are a good person. And I think that that's a wonderful thing that we do here.
For me as a gay man coming here, I was a little worried, this is a Catholic place. Am I gonna be accepted? The priests sit down with me and have conversations, and they're the ones telling me, you should not have any shame. God does not make trash. Yeah, I never thought the priest would be saying that to me, but that's what kind of place this is, They make it very clear that we are men worthy of love and respect, and God does not make trash. And I think that's why this place is so successful. It's not about anything other than trying to help another human being out, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
These men, they want to give back. They give back in so many different ways. They've turned around their lives. Everything that you see around the property, all the retaining walls, landscaping, these have been done by the men over 109 years. We've been over 109 years here. We have a client who finished the program, wonderful gentleman. He was walking from our other facility off-site through the back property, and he noticed that it was an uneven pathway. And he created steps. Just beautiful. We didn't ask him to do that. He saw that there was a need.
You walk along the road, but at one point, you have to go into the forest. The terrain had eroded so badly, it was dangerous. I had an idea one day to build 12 steps. So here I am working on the 12 steps of the program. And during a 5-month period, I'm working on 12 physical steps. The time I spent introspectively by myself in the woods. When I finished the staircase and it was done, that was my spiritual awakening.
Recovery is threefold. It's mind, body, and spirit. And, what people come to learn the hard way is that it's not possible to have recovery just because the body is clean, the physical is done, and you know what to do, and, in your mind. The spiritual component is a must. And so maybe that's what makes this place very special, and the friars help them with that.
Drug addicts, they have a God-sized hole in them that they're trying to fill with drugs or alcohol, and there's something always missing, it seems, inside. And this place really tries to take you from being spiritually bankrupt to having some sort of higher power and spirituality, which I think is necessary for a successful recovery.
I always tell people in spiritual action, we're not interested in defining God, neither is the 12-step program. We're more interested in having you have a sense of a power greater than yourself. And that power greater than yourself can be however you want to understand that power. It can be God, it can be the group, it can be the program of the 12 steps. Anything greater than yourself, as long as you say, I'm not God anymore. I'm not in control of this because look where it led me.
We have a cadre of people that are trained at different levels. But one of the things that we firmly believe in, and the men subscribe to this as well, is that counseling is not just limited to people who have the credentials for counseling. Counseling is everyone.
Addicts have been through it all. We have some shame that we bring with us, traumatic events. And so when we get together, there's an understanding of you've been through it, I've been through it. We're all sick and we're all trying to get better. So there's a forgiveness, there's an empathy that for me is stronger with people in recovery than anywhere else I've seen.
To see the people change while you're here, it's pretty amazing. The drastic changes that go on here, the miracles. People come into St. Christopher's hopeless, and they leave with hope.
There is something special about this place, and then you found out it wasn't just the power and the energy here, it was the people. The folks who run this place really have a caring nature to them, and you can feel the love, and it's spread among the whole community. Men here are, they're caring about each other, and it makes a really big difference. When you're down, there's never a time when someone's not picking you up.
That's what goes on here. And that's what's very rewarding, to watch this transformation happen. And it does happen. It's hard work. There's nothing easy about being a client at St. Christopher's Inn, but it's worth it.
I'm looking forward to actually living a healthy life for once because I deserve it and my family deserves it. I need to be a son to my parents. I need to be a brother to my siblings. That's really what I'm hoping for, just to be part of my family again.
I'm going back to school next month, so eventually I want to come back here and work at St. Christopher's as a counselor.
I look at the light at the end of the tunnel today and who I am today. I'm worthy of love and respect, just like any other man and woman.
I think the biggest encouragement to give to a man is to say that change is possible and that you can embrace a new life, and we're here to help you do that.
Shining through